Hey, what's up? It's your host, Dr. D, and thank you for joining me once here again for Dr. D's Takes, where I keep it 100. Today, we're talking about our beloved Oklahoma City Thunder, and I think we got a respect problem. I think we're being a little too respectful. So, we're going to dive into that just here shortly. First of all, again, please want to remind you to please like, share, and subscribe if you love this content. Help me get this going, reaching out to as many Thunder fans as possible across the nation. So check it out. First of all, I haven't done this yet, tell you guys just a little bit about me really quick before we dive in. I'm an educator by trade. I've been doing it for 33 years. I've been a principal, I've been a teacher, been a director, I've been a professor at every level. Doesn't mean I have all the answers. But what it does mean is that I'm extremely analytical. I reflect. I take my time. I try to be organized, and I think things over. And that's what I did today. It's been a very challenging day, like I'm sure it has for all Oklahoma City Thunder fans. I slept on it. Didn't get on social media a whole lot because just to be honest with you, last night after the game ended, I tuned in to a couple of my favorite podcasters, some other Thunder podcasters that I listened to. Just kind of curious what their thoughts were. And then, as I said, I slept on it. And so today, didn't want to watch a lot of TV. Again, did not get on social media. I really just was not in the mood to deal with Spur fans today. I did not want to deal with the Spur fans today because I knew they would be really obnoxious. But if I am keeping it 100, which I always will, I was extremely disappointed last night in what I saw in terms of how we came out, and again, how we are too respectful, in my opinion, of Mr. Wemby. We've been the butt of all jokes. I will say, as I said, I didn't jump online a whole lot, but I do want to share a couple of things, which is why when I got on, I got right back off. I have to admit, this is kind of funny. I'm going to share it with you. I guess I have a sense of humor. Like I told you before, I'm not going to glaze my team. But as much as I love AI, I also hate AI. I saw this one, man, and this is just, check this out right here.
Shea Dildos Alexander, stop flopping like a fish. I'm tired of carrying your ass. My knee! There he goes, flopping again. My knee!
Mr. Abraham Lincoln, if you don't stop putting up double singles every game, you're going to catch this fade from me.
You got that? Now go ice that peach of yours. I know them cheeks are purple from the clappage Wemby gave you.
So that's crazy work. That's crazy. But check it out. My man got a shirt on that said Wemby is my daddy. Oh my gosh. My man, Chet, we're going to talk about him. We have an issue that we have to address before game 2. Today I was able to watch the Thunder interviews, and I think I saw Kaysen, Lou Dort, Mark Daignault. Last night after the game, I think they interviewed Jalen, J-Dub, Shea, Coach Daignault. I was hoping that they would talk to Chet last night. I didn't see anywhere where he was interviewed, but I was really curious to see what Chet had to say, because I just didn't think he showed any aggression last night. But let me say something. I'm not sure how many of you guys out there played sports, but when you're a competitor, you want to take on the best. And I'm not saying that I was all that as an athlete. I held my own back in the day, but I never shied away from anybody. I can tell you that for sure. And the one thing that really disturbs me about Chet. And I love Chet. So I'm not going to sit here and rip Chet because he's my guy. But somebody need to feed my man some hot sauce or something, because you're 7'1". Wemby is 7'5". There is no reason Chet shouldn't be demanding to guard Wemby. There is no way, in my opinion, that J-Dub and Caruso and anyone else should be guarding Wemby. I don't understand that decision. And that's one of my X factors that I'm going to talk about later. I don't think after watching one game we can beat the Spurs unless we utilize Chet on Wemby. I didn't necessarily think he did a bad job the few times he was on him last night. But you have got to guard him with the player that is most similar to him. And for us, that would be Chet Holmgren. I looked up the definition of respect. Then I'm going to give you, now I know you guys all know what it means, but I wanted to give you a official definition of the word respect. A positive feeling of deep admiration or esteem for someone's abilities or qualities. Say that again. A positive feeling of deep admiration. That sounds like the Thunder. Or esteem for someone's abilities. Yeah, we know Wemby is the defensive player of the year. Unanimous. We know he's a good player. But we cannot go into a game respecting him too much to the point that we don't even challenge him. We just can't do that. Show you a couple of examples. Check this one out. My man here, Shai Gilgeous.
Oh, back the other way in midfield in transition. SGA secondary. Caruso.
Caruso makes his pass
already
right
on a career.
here. Here's Shai right here. That is what, a 3 or 4 foot uncontested shot for the most part, right? Wemby is way over here. But just the fact that Wemby is close, it calls
Playoff high. Gets it to Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he misses that shot. That is a shot I guarantee you Shai could probably make with his eyes closed. Too much respect. If he blocks the shot, he blocks the shot. Now, one thing I will say, this game was not won or lost by just one moment. As I think, and we're going to walk down, I'm going to pull up the box score and I'm going to go through each player's individual performance based on the grades that I give them. You may agree or disagree, but as we recap the last game, I do want us to talk thoroughly about what went wrong. And for as poorly as OKC came out last night, amazingly, we had a chance to win the game. I was actually, for about 10 seconds, I think we went about 3 or 4 late in the game, and I thought we just might pull this out. And no sooner than that thought came to my mind, I think San Antonio struck right back. But the fact is, I don't subscribe to moral victories. I have been on Thunder boards today. Again, I have not messed with anybody except for my own people. And what I've seen some more folks saying is that, hey, you know what? It's like we played our worst game. Shai didn't play well, this and that, da-da-da. But you know what? This is not a season of moral victories, my people. It's just not. The bottom line is we're down 1-0 now. We lost a home game. That's going to put us in a tough situation. We're in a tough situation. They were playing without De'Aaron Fox. Now, that Harper, they didn't miss him, in my opinion, because that boy is a beast. So I don't necessarily think they missed. Now, They turned the ball over probably more than they would have because Fox is one of their primary ball handlers. But at the end of the day, in my opinion, that is a game that we literally needed to win. Now, this play here happened towards the end of the game. I think it's like 30-something seconds left in overtime. We're down, or we're up by 3 points. This possession right here could have sealed the deal. And the amount of poor decision-making that went into this one play, I've been watching this replay over and over, and I've dissected it like a coach. And I'm sure they have watched it today. And it's just, it's so sad the how close we were to still winning this game last night if we just execute. I could think of so many different situations. The situation where Shea and Caruso had the 2-on-1 break. I'm not sure why Shea didn't pass that ball. That's easy 2 points. I've heard a lot of people saying they weren't happy with A.J. Mitchell when he took the three-pointer on a 2-on-1 break. I'm really okay with that shot because he was wide open. Now, he missed it, but it would have been a great shot had he made it, and everybody would have been calling him a hero because we would have won the game. He missed it, and people are saying it was a bad shot. But again, I disagree with that. I think he was wide open. You take that shot. Just like this shot here that I'm about to show you that Wemby made from the logo. That's not a good shot in that situation. To be honest with you, it's 28 seconds left. They're down by 3, and he takes that shot. When it left his hand, I felt thrilled because I didn't think he would make it. Now, the fact that he made it, he's being worshipped as a hero. But that was not a good shot. But the point is, it shouldn't have got to that. Let's look at this highlight here. I want to show you something. Again, we're up by 3. There's 34 seconds left, I believe. Okay. You see J-Dub here coming into the picture with the ball. Stop. Go a little right here. Instead of him taking this shot, look at how many options are wide open. Instead of him, he's contested by 1. Dylan Harper's coming over cheating off Caruso. So you have 2 people in close proximity and Wemby right here. You have Chet coming down baseline. That's an alley-oop, right? That literally could have been an alley-oop dunk to Chet. There's so many different things that could have been executed better in this play. I'm going to do it again. Freeze it here. That's an alley-oop dunk. Easy. There's nobody there. That's game, set, match right there. Even if he didn't see Chet coming down, over here, A.J. Mitchell, wide open. If he dishes that off, that's a wide open 3. Or if he dishes that off, maybe A.J. hits Chet coming down the baseline. Instead, this is what happens. We get a bad shot. Now let's go back a little bit more and show you something else. Chet, my guy, I can't have you flopping in this situation. Look. Champagny did not knock him down. He's got to stay on his feet. He's got a chance to get that rebound. Instead, he takes himself out of the play. Look at this. Champagny hits him, and he flails out of bounds. Come on, Chad. We can't have that in the playoffs. Look at that. So then he's out of the play, and the rest is history. That alone right there, that's the game. If we execute, and I'm sure, again, as OKC is looking at this today, my guess is that they're really beating themselves up over that missed opportunity. So let's get into what we need to do to try to win game 2. Now, we are still going to look at what the data told us about game 1, but I did want to show you some evidence there. There's a lot to be confident about. I mean, I get it. No, there's no moral victories, but when you look at the missed opportunities, it's not like I feel like, oh, we don't have a chance. I do feel that we have to show up in our next game. In my opinion, game 2 has become a must-win. I think it's a must-win. we can't lose our first 2 games at home. Now, if we do, does it mean it's completely over? No, I'm not saying that, but it's going to be very, very, very difficult. Okay. So this was the story of the day. You know, Wemby was all over. You can see all of the tweets. His final stats were 41 points, 24 rebounds, 3 blocks, a steal, a positive 16. My man's shot 13 free throws. I didn't hear any free throw merchant stuff, but look at all of these people singing his praise. You got Nike basketball, Trae Young, Des Bryant, everybody, Bill Simmons. They're all on the Wemby train. And I give him credit. The boy balled out last night. But I think we made it easy for him, too. If you think back to the X factors that I discussed during my preview, I wanted to kind of review that. I talked about one of the X factors being our coaching. And for as much as I love Coach Dagnall, and I do, my guy did not coach a good game in game 1. I was really disappointed that we had so much time to prepare and still came out with a plan that I knew wouldn't work. You can't come out with 2 bigs against the Spurs. That setup is not going to work. Now, granted, he subbed Caruso in for iHeart very quickly. But why spot them the lead? I talked about their shooting. First half shooting was terrible. We were getting good looks. Couldn't make anything. Lou Dort was killing us. Aaron Wiggins came in, killing us. Nobody making shots. My second X factor I talked about during the preview was we can't play from behind. What did we do? Start out playing from behind. Gave the Spurs the confidence. We were chasing them the whole game. They controlled the tempo. We were turning each other over, but they were capitalizing more so than we were. The third X factor I talked about was Chet must play big. And we all know that did not happen. Now, again, I'm a Chet guy. But Chet did not show up in game 1. He was passive. He was not aggressive whatsoever. And again, as I mentioned earlier, I thought the few times that he actually guarded Wemby, he had a huge block to send the game in overtime. He did some okay things, and it's so personal. I don't think Chet has a problem with Wemby, but we know Wemby has a problem with Chet. I think that could work to our advantage if we put Chet on him. He's going to try to destroy Chet and will probably play beyond his means, will probably force himself into making mistakes. Right? So, I mean, as I said earlier, Chet's 7'1". He's Wemby light. Wemby very light. Not on that level, but he is the closest we have to somebody capable of guarding Wemby. No reason he shouldn't be guarding him. And I hope game 2, that's what we're going to see. It's our only chance, in my opinion. My other X factor I discussed as far as the fourth one, I have no idea why Isaiah Joe didn't get an opportunity. If I could ask Coach Dagnall one question, that would be my question, is why would you not put one of your better three-point shooters on the floor and see if he's got it? Isaiah Joe was actually a better defensive player than McCain, and McCain held his own. He did okay. But there's no way you put Aaron Wiggins in front of Isaiah Joe. I don't understand that. We played 11 guys last night. 11. I mean, this is not the time for experiment. This is the playoffs. We're trying to get to the championship. So what I said in the first preview was that my final take was this is a perfect time to play the Spurs. I still stick by that. I stick by OKC will win in 6 or 7. We split. Now, I did say if we won the first 2, I thought we could win it in 5. But now it's definitely, in my opinion, I can see us pulling it out in 6, more likely 7. But we've got to have a win in game 2. The pressure's on. There's definitely pressure. We have lost the home court advantage. The pressure is on. But the good news is we have enough depth and star power to get going. Maybe we were rusty. I don't subscribe to that, but some people are saying we were rusty. I'm just not into the game of excuses. But I tell you what, they better find it quick. Excuse me. So let's look at my stats and grades. Here's the box score. Okay. Isaiah Hartenstein, I gave him an incomplete because I don't necessarily think he wasn't out there very long. He didn't impact the game very much. I mean, he wasn't horrible. I mean, he got 2 blocks of steal. He was a +2 on the positive and the plus minus. Wasn't horrible, but we were just getting exposed with him and Chet out there together. And that's when coach pulled him and put in Caruso. My man Chet Holmgren. Now I have to admit, even as a teacher, I graded pretty hard. I really challenged my students. And so I'm challenging my basketball team. I'm grading them the same way. Chet got the big F from me for game 1. I was very disappointed. I'm surprised his plus minus was only a -7. But he, in 41 minutes, had 8 points and 8 rebounds. That's unacceptable. He only took 7 shots. I think he took his first shot, if I'm not mistaken, it was close to halftime. 1 block, 1 steal, and the block was the one with Wemby at the end. It was a big one. But all in all, he was just a no-show. He is an X factor. Chet has to play big. He played the 2nd most minutes on the team. And if you look at Shea, who I gave a D-, our guys that played the most minutes get a D- and an F from me. And yeah, the positive side of it, you said, whoa, that's good. We only lost in double overtime. So I can see the spin. I just don't do moral victories, as I said earlier. But Shea, 7 out of 23. Very inefficient. He did have 12 assists. He made some good passes, but he also made some very untimely turnovers. He had 5 steals. So I'm giving him a tough D- because he was a -15 plus minus. And I still just cannot believe, I should have pulled that highlight, but I just can't believe he didn't pass that ball to Caruso when they had that 2-on-1 break. And even as far back as youth basketball, you always know in that situation, you move the ball. That was 2 points. That's game. That's another opportunity. That's game. Those 2 points were a big difference. So Shea gets the D- for me. I expect more out of my MVP and my leader. He's got to come with it game 2. Lou Dort. He was just taking shot after shot after shot. Miss after miss after miss. He shot us into a hole in the first quarter. 22 minutes, a -6. Did not impact the game at all. And I stand by saying this. I mean, I love what Lou Dort has done for the Thunder in our history, but I think Lou Dort might be out of here after this year. I don't think you can, there's no way we can support paying him $18 million. He's expendable. J-Dub. Now, I thought I had changed that, but I guess I didn't. But I actually meant to change J-Dub from a D to a C. So that's my bad. I thought I had made a change, but that says a D. But I actually ended up raising J-Dub to a C because ultimately it was his first game back after injury. And he did some really good things until the end. where he made some decisions that really hurt us. He missed a wide open three that could have won the game. And of course, the highlight I just showed you a few minutes ago where he had multiple options and he took the worst option and shot a bad shot, and that led to Wemby's game-tying three. So again, I give him a C. It's his first game back. Jalen Williams, the other Jalen Williams, he had a -6 in 10 minutes. Didn't really do a whole lot. Didn't mess up a whole lot. He was just kind of resting guys, but I gave him a C-. Kind of didn't necessarily impact the game one way or another. Mr. Caruso, I salute you. Mr. Caruso had a phenomenal game and was literally the only reason we didn't get blown out in the first half. Talking about disrespect. The Spurs were completely disrespectful of Caruso, leaving him open, and he was making them pay 8 3-pointers. Now, the thing that concerns me about this is I don't know if we're ever going to get a game like that from Caruso again. And we wasted that effort in a loss. So that really concerns me. Isaiah Joe. That's an incomplete. I think he played 17 seconds in the game. There is literally no explanation for that. No explanation. How Isaiah Joe, you have got to get him 15, 20 minutes. This is a man that he could hit 5 or 6 threes for you if he's on. So again, if I could ask Coach Dagnall one question, well, 2 questions. One would be, why did Isaiah Joe not play? And 2, why the heck are you not putting Chet on Wemby? Aaron Wiggins in 4 minutes, big F. Big F. My guy has lost all of his confidence. And I love Aaron Wiggins. I really do. But I think he's playing his way out of OKC as well, as much as I like that guy. But he really seems to have lost his confidence. He missed wide open looks. All 3 of those were wide open. And when you're in a bench role and you get that kind of opportunity, you got to knock them down. At least a couple of them. So in his 4 minutes, he was a -7. My guy, Cason Wallace, he played 28 minutes. I'm in favor of giving more of Lou Dort's minutes to Cason. I give Cason a C+. Even though he was a -9, he impacted the game. I mean, he was really making the San Antonio guards work. Hit a couple of threes, had 6 rebounds, only turned the ball over 1 time. He gets a C+. Jared McCain, he's my other player worthy of an A. He got 18 minutes, didn't necessarily hurt himself on defense. That's what I was concerned about. Made 1 out of 3 threes, had a +9 ±. So I thought he held his own in his minutes. And my guy, AJ Mitchell, in 34 minutes, I was kind of giving him a B- only because he was a +7. But based on impact, and I'm not sure if it was his fault or anybody else's fault, but he really did not exert himself. Now, I know this is not the Lakers, and he didn't start. I'm not sure I agree with not starting him because he was in a groove. And bringing him off the bench, I just don't know. I mean, I just hope Dagnall is really in that lab thinking, strategizing, looking at his data, because we don't have time to get this wrong after throwing that first game. I gave my man AJ a B-. My coaching, F, for all the reasons I've talked about. F. So, as we get ready to wrap this thing up here, here's my final take. And you can see by the graphic there what I'm getting at. Chet Holmgren, you're up, sir. I need to see the same look on this Chet's face during the game. I need to see him look Wemby in the eye and say, you know what, bruh? Game over. I'm about to make you work like you have never worked before. You got me game one, but it's a whole new ball game starting game two. The biggest X factor, number 7, Chet Holmgren. We do not go to the championship unless Chet Holmgren, I didn't say Shea, Chet Holmgren is the biggest X factor because he has got to contain Wemby. He is our only hope of doing that. You're 7'1", sir. You have Wemby type skills, maybe not on that level, but there's no reason you can't compete with Wemby. There's no reason you can't be aggressive and get him in foul trouble. Step up and demand the challenge, Chet. Coach Dagnall, even if he doesn't step up, this is when you become a team psychologist as a coach. Talk to that young man and say, hey, we need you to step up. As I said, if I'm Chet, I would be embarrassed that my coach is not putting me on Wemby and I'm 7'1". I would be embarrassed and humiliated about that. That you're going to put somebody 6'4" or 6'5" on Wemby instead of me. You're putting Caruso and J-Dub on him instead of me. Chet, take that personal, man. Right? So, here's where we are, peeps. We're going into game 2. I'm not panicking yet. It's a long series. We've lost the first game of series before and came out just fine. But with that being said, in my opinion, game 2 is a must-win. I'd like to thank everybody for joining me for this recap and chat about our next game. I hope next time after game 2, we can look at these same pieces of information. It's going to look a little better for us, and that series will be tied 1-1. I'd like to remind you all to please like my content. That would be very helpful to me. If you would like, share, and subscribe. I'd like to thank you for joining Dr. D's Takes, keeping it 100, where today we talked about our OKC Thunder being too respectful. Let's get disrespectful in game 2, OKC. Thunder up. Class dismissed. You guys have a good one. Be good to one another.